What screams I've never been poor to you?
My sister makes over 100K a year, so does her spouse, my partner and I. However, make less than 100K together. When she found out we were looking into moving, she kept sending me places that were way over our monthly budget for rent. It didn't matter how many different ways I told her it was too expensive or what our max was, she'd just come back at me with "You just need to learn to budget. You can't budget your way out of money you don't have."
Why are you trying to fix it? Just get a new one.
They always look at people in really rough situations, and they ask questions that start with, well, why don't they just, followed by something that requires large amounts of money.
This girl in my high school came up to me and asked me why I never went to any school events, and I told her I worked because if I didn't I wouldn't go to college, and she deadass replied, "My dad can pay for my college working is lame, what?"
Here's a friend describe a problem that only money will solve. Replies with a pep talk about how they need to swallow their pride and ask their parents for help, because no decent parent who loves their child would let them be in that situation. You have to tell them that if you say something like, "The same parents who asked me for money yesterday, those parents, they don't believe stuff like that happens."
This came to mind when my friends Mill whined at their wedding about ONL, why having 12,000 per month to spend on recreational activities.
Everyone should travel the world. It's so easy.
If you want to travel, you should just book a ticket and go. Your landlord can't do that. That's illegal. Why would you buy a car when you can just lease? When my parents came here ____.
Assuming everyone has retirement savings.
Had a conversation recently about needing dental work but not being able to afford it. Some guy kept insisting, "I know it's a lot of money, but it's necessary. Once you get out of the dentist, you'll be glad you went." No amount of explanation would get through. He kept assuming I had the money, but just didn't want to spend it. I couldn't get him to understand what I don't physically have that amount of money. When I'm done at the dentist, they are going to expect payment, which I don't have.
Just take your car in and have it fixed. Duh, golly gee. Why didn't I think of that per second?
Just move.
People who post on Twitter about how in the 90s, average families could send all their kids to college, own their home, have 2 cars, and go to Europe every year because their parents could do that.
Wait, you've never been skiing before.
That aura of confidence that only a life without stress can provide.
Wasting food.
Assuming people with less money than them are all lazy and entitled, when in reality their banker daddy set them up for life.